Hey there, this is the Lemon. You bought our large garden marker display, and I'm about to tell you how to put it together. All right, these are all our pieces laid out right here. It's really helpful if you just set them out just like this. We have both sides of the stand, the back, the two support middles, and the front. Back in the front are the only two designs, and then you've got your slats with holes. If you will notice, the hole sizes are different. There's a large hole size and a small hole size. The large always goes on the top. The small goes on the bottom, and that's where your garden markers go. If you'll pay attention to, if you ever see any burn marks, just put those on the underside of the slat. We want the display to look as good as possible. All right, so here we go with assembly. You're going to take your back support, back horizontal support. Be careful of those little edges there. If you try and force the wood together, it can and will break. So you'll just want to gently wiggle things in until they slide into their proper spots. So here at the back of the other side, we're going to wiggle this one in as well. Now, I intentionally chose a video where everything did not go perfectly so that you could see how I kind of troubleshoot to make it work. The back is usually pretty tight, and that's on purpose. It's to help the stand hold together well, but it can be finicky. So try not to force the wood, but wiggling is okay. Now we're gonna do our bottom support slat. This one usually goes in pretty easily, but if not, again, you can wiggle gently to get it into the proper spot. There we go. Yep, that back's always causing some problems. All right, now we're gonna move on to our garden marker hole slats. Again, the smaller holes go on the bottom, just like that, and the larger goes on the top. Now, I prefer to put in the slats, these slats, halfway, because every time you bend your edges to get it into the hole, it's going to make the rest of them fall through. So you're going to have to go back and forth a little bit to get all your slats in at the same time. See, there, I'm having some problems getting it to fit in well, but it will correct itself. There we go. And for the very bottom section, just like that. And here I go back and start to wiggle in the other side into the holes. And again, you'll have to go back and forth a few times before all of them are in. That is perfectly normal. Now, at the end of all of this, once all your slats are in their proper holes, you're going to want them to be sticking out of the other side of the structure. You don't want them to be flush, and you don't want them to have any gaps there on the edges, because that will mean that your structure is not very solid. Troubleshooting that back slat again. But yes, just like this. You want them sticking through where when you run your finger over them, you can feel them. Yep. Again, this will correct itself once we put in our front slat, our lemon. And you'll just want to slide that down in there. Sometimes it's helpful to change the direction that you're working in to get it to go. This one needed a little bit of wiggling. Again, be very, very careful with those edges. They're so thin that they are very quick to snap. There it is. And finally, we're going to put in our back beautiful artistic display piece. There it is. And she's fully assembled. And everything corrected itself, and we have a solid display. And now we can put in our garden markers. You can do all kinds of designs with this. You can fill it up if you have enough to fill it. You can add some little succulents or other little plants for decor effect. But yep, she's perfect.